So I'd like to do a guided meditation on interconnection. Before I do, just let yourself relax. And I'd like to read from the Plum Village tradition, the 3 earth touchings. So please just listen mindfully. Touching the earth, I connect with the ancestors and descendants of both my spiritual and my blood families. My spiritual ancestors include the Buddha, the Bodhisattvas, the noble Sangha of Buddha's disciples, and my own spiritual teachers still alive or already passed away. They are present in me because they have transmitted to me the seeds of peace, wisdom, love, and happiness. They have woken up in me my resource of understanding and compassion. When I look to my spiritual ancestors, I see those who are perfect in the practice of the mindfulness trainings, understanding and compassion in those who are still imperfect. I accept them all because I see within myself shortcomings and weaknesses. Aware that my practice of the mindfulness trainings is not always perfect, and that I'm not always as understanding and compassionate as I would like to be, I open my heart and accept all my spiritual descendants. Some of my descendants practice the mindfulness trainings, understanding and compassion, in a way which invites confidence and respect. But there's also those who come across many difficulties and are constantly subject to ups and downs in their practice. In the same way, I accept all my ancestors on my mother's side and my father's side of the family. I accept all their good qualities, their virtuous actions, and I also accept all their weaknesses. I open my heart and accept all my blood descendants with their good qualities, their talents, and also their weaknesses. My spiritual ancestors, blood ancestors, spiritual descendants, and blood descendants are all part of me. I am them, and they are me. I do not have a separate self. All exist as part of this wonderful stream of life, which is constantly moving. Touching the earth, I connect with all people and all species that are alive at this moment in the world with me. I am one with the wonderful pattern of life that radiates out in all directions. I see the close connection between myself and others, how we share happiness and suffering. I am one with those who were born disabled or who have become disabled because of war, accident, or illness. I am one with those who are caught in a situation of war or oppression. I am one with those who find no happiness in life, who have no roots, no family, no peace of mind, who are hungry for understanding and love, and who are looking for something beautiful, wholesome, and true to embrace and to believe in. I am someone at the point of death who is very afraid and does not know what is going to happen. I am a child who lives in a place where there is miserable poverty and disease, whose legs and arms are like sticks, and who has no future. I'm also the manufacturer of bombs that are sold to poor countries. I am the frog swimming in the pond. I am also the snake who needs the body of the frog to nourish its own body. I am the caterpillar or the ant that the bird is looking to eat. And I'm also the bird that is looking for the caterpillar or the ant. I am the forest that is being cut down. I am the rivers and the air that are being polluted. And I'm also the person who cuts down the forest and pollutes the rivers and the air. I see myself in all species, and I see all species in me. I am one with the great beings who have realized the truth of no birth and no death, and are able to look at the forms of birth and death, happiness and suffering with calm eyes. I'm one with those people who can be found a little bit everywhere, who have sufficient peace of mind, understanding and love, who are able to touch what is wonderful, nourishing and healing, who also have the capacity to embrace the world with a heart of love and arms of caring action. I'm someone who has enough peace, joy, and freedom, and is able to offer fearlessness and joy to living beings around themselves. I see that I am not lonely and cut off. The love and happiness of great beings on this planet help me to not sink into despair. They help me to live my life in a meaningful way, with true peace and happiness. I see them all in me, and I see myself in all of them. Touching the earth, I let go of my idea that I am this body and my lifespan is limited. I see that this body is made up of the 4 elements. It's not really me, and I'm not limited by this body. I'm part of a stream of life of spiritual and blood ancestors, and for thousands of years have been flowing into the present, and flows on for thousands of years into the future. I am one with my ancestors. I am one with all the people and all species, whether they are peaceful and fearless or suffering and afraid. At this very moment, I am present everywhere on this planet. I am also present in the past and in the future. The disintegration of this body does not touch me, just as when the plum blossoms fall, it does not mean the end of the plum tree. I see myself as a wave on the surface of the ocean. My nature is the ocean water. I see myself in all the other waves, and I see all the other waves in me. The appearance and disappearance of the form of the wave does not affect the ocean. My Dharma body and spiritual life are not subject to birth and death. I see the presence of myself before my body, manifested, and after my body has disintegrated. Even in this moment, I see how I exist elsewhere than in this body. "70 or 80 years is not my lifespan. My lifespan, like the lifespan of a leaf or of the Buddha, is limitless. I've gone beyond the idea that I am a body that is separated in space and time from all other forms of life.